Well, hey, X Church, we miss you guys. We're so excited to see what God has been doing through you with the whole building project. It's just been really great to follow and just to see the great strides that you guys are making. Believe it or not, we've been in Arizona for over 5 months now. We're really, really encouraged about what God is up to in our area, and we just want to take a few minutes to be able to share a little bit about that. So I'm going to kick it over to Sarah.
So we've made a transition of the kids going back to school after homeschooling for 4 years. We toured 6 schools, and God led us unanimously to a certain school in Guadalupe, which is super exciting because that's the area we felt called to when we first visited Phoenix.
Yeah, Guadalupe is this great little town, which is basically on the edge of Tempe, Arizona, which is where we're at within Phoenix. And it's a place that consists mostly of Mexican Americans and this native Yaqui tribe that came up from Mexico. And so we have just really fallen in love with the area. It's a place of a lot of socioeconomic despair. There are a lot of just kind of like deep rooted, kind of rough religious even culture things that are taking place in this area, but we really just feel like God has put it on our heart that we are on mission in this area, and we're just really excited that our kids can be going to a school in the same area and that we can really begin to hone in and focus on what God wants to do in that community.
So for the area of our church plant, that is growing quickly. When we came here, there were 8 adults and 8 kids, but last week we had probably 30 adults and 16 kids. So we're looking at ways to multiply as we are packing out the house that we meet in. So as we come together each Sunday, we have all been signing up for different roles so that we're able to contribute to the gathering in different ways. It's been a new way of functioning within the body. Which has been really exciting. I've tried several different roles now, and I'm really starting to grow in areas where I felt weak before. So I just mentioned that the kids have started going to school, and I'm no longer the homeschool mom. So I've been exploring different things for me in this season, one of which is that I've been meeting with a life coach just to help ascertain what this next season of life looks like for me. I'm obviously still very involved with the kids and home life, and I'm looking at probably getting a part-time job of some sort, volunteering at the school. So I'm just excited to explore what this new season has for me.
So ministry on my end has really began to expand. I've taken on the role of intercession catalyst, which is basically helping kind of with the prayer culture of what we're doing with the church plant. And another area that God's opened up to me is what we're calling our K through 5 ministry architect. And it's basically my responsibility to help develop sort of a foundational structure for our kids in grades kindergarten through 5th grade, what we're doing with them on Sunday mornings. And so we've really been exploring and experimenting with a lot of ways to empower them and really just get them excited to be living on mission with Jesus. Another area of ministry, as we talked about Guadalupe before, is that God's actually called us, and it was really kind of a cool prophetic calling that he gave to us. I can't explain the story right now, but to go door to door in Guadalupe. And so me and Sarah have been doing that the past couple of weeks. We've visited a ton of houses, and he just wants us to be praying for people. And so we show up, we introduce ourselves, and we ask people if they want prayer, and it's opened up all these awesome connections. I met with a guy just yesterday and had lunch, someone that we met on this kind of door-to-door prayer walk gathering that we're doing. And so it's just been super exciting just to see the way that God's been moving in that way as well.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but when we were at Acts sharing initially before we left, I talked a lot about home and how that was important to me. So you guys prayed us into this rental that we've had. Our lease is about halfway through, so end of February, it will be over. We have made great relationships with our landlords and have really loved this home. But as we're thinking of more long-term, we'd really love to own a home. So if you guys could please be praying for the right location to open up, the financing for that location, and all of the things wrapped up in that.
All right, so the last thing to close, me and Sarah usually don't like to share this when we're giving to something, but we felt it was important, and we felt the Lord leading us to actually share about a gift that we're making to Acts Church for the Final Push campaign. Me and Sarah have decided and agreed upon giving $1,000. We know that it's going to be doubled by a matching gift, and we just love the idea of being able to sow into what Acts is doing. You guys are finally going to have like a permanent home base to continue to transform the city that you're in. And we're just really, really excited about that. So we're just sharing this, hopefully, just to give you guys a little bit of encouragement and to inspire you to push on and make it through the end of this campaign and reaching your goal. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to listen to us. We think about you, we love you guys, and we're just really excited to be on mission together with you. God bless.